I'm very glad to know you, Marylor.
Yeah, we've known each other a long time.
Yes, we have. And we have a connection that is what I want to talk about, and that's Butte.
Yes,
Butte,
I have Butte on my mind too.
yes.
Yeah.
I was born and raised in Butte. And what I am interested in about Butte was that it actually was a very difficult childhood living there. And yet, I end up being glad. And I even have found gifts in a difficult childhood.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's the best thing to do with a difficult childhood.
We had no supervision. And so we did things that, ordinarily parents would never let a child do. But we did them, and so it gave me a sense of adventure. When I would have been 5, I think. My little sister, Robin, she was put in a playpen. You know what playpens were back then. So she would be in a playpen out in the yard, and she hated it. So one day, she got out of the playpen, and she ran down the street and around the corner. And, I'd like to think that I ran after her, but did I? I hope I did. I wish I would have. Anyway, she got to the alley, and the truck that was coming down the alley did not see her. So Robin was run over. And the young man who was driving was just completely traumatized. He picked her up. There was nobody around, so he took her to the hospital, put her head in his lap. When my mother got to the hospital, she saw this young man sitting in the waiting room, and he was covered with blood. And she thought that he was someone else who'd been in an accident, was waiting for his turn. But actually, he was the one who had run over little Robin. And so Robin got 500 stitches in her head. I think maybe she had natural vitality and she survived that. And, she got this beautiful little cap, this lace Dutch cap, and she got lots of attention. And I just was in so much envy over that lace Dutch cap and all the attention she got. So I'm wondering if Robin really learned then just how special she was.
So you and I both lived long lives. And I was wondering if you can name any advantages that you have noticed as your life has gotten longer.
It's a gift to live longer because then you gain perspective. Mm-hmm. So I have looked back and I have recognized gifts. And one gift was this spirit of adventure. We did things as kids that, most kids never got the chance. Mm-hmm. Like, for instance, the time that we went to the railroad tracks and played on the railroad tracks up above the viaduct. Mm-hmm. And we were there bouncing on the rails and we knew we were out of bounds, but we were really into it. And then along came this ragged old hobo, and he ran up toward us and saying, get out, you're not supposed to be here. Your mother's going to give you a whipping, we were scared of him, so he chased us out. I did keep this sense of adventure, and so as an adult, I've done a lot of river floating, even in some kind of risky, scary conditions. And I have been the one who was all gung-ho to just keep on going. And I've been able, actually, as an adult, to live out the child in myself with singing and dancing that I didn't do when I was a child and that I love doing now.